If you are looking for the best cast iron skillet, you are in the right place. We have tried to include in-depth information on best cast iron skillet in our video, which will be enough to fulfill all of your needs. All of them are maintaining their features, prices, quality, durability, and reputation of the manufacturer, and a real customer feedback. If you want to buy a best cast iron skillet, we think this list will be very worthy to you. Now, let's get started with the video. One, at the first position of our list, we have Lodge 10.25. If we are going to suggest only one cast iron skillet to own, it would be the Lodge 10.25. This classic utilitarian skillet has the potential to be the last skillet that you ever purchase. It's backed by the USA-built quality and durability that has made Lodge a household name for over 120 years. From searing steaks to sautéing onions, you can expect a very consistent cooking surface on this go-to skillet. Compared to other models, this finely forged pan boasts outstanding temperature control, quickly preheating and maintaining a consistent temperature at both low and high heats. While the pebble finish may feel rough out of the box, you will begin building a quality seasoning almost immediately on this skillet, so it quickly starts feeling like an heirloom pan within the first few uses. Although it would certainly benefit from a longer handle, the skillet is still quite balanced. Its 5-pound frame is very easy to wield compared to similarly sized skillets. But if you are aiming to make large, single-pot meals, we suggest looking at some of the deeper options in this review. This pan is fine for dry frying bacon, but it will quickly fill up with oil if you try shallow fried chicken. And don't expect the sidewalls to block much of the splashback. That said, nicely rounded sidewalls at the base make it a great option for baking pies and crisps, and it even includes a silicone hot handle so that you can easily remove your desserts from the oven without burning your hands. 2. Moving on to the next at number 2 with Le Creuset Signature Skillet. Le Creuset has built a name around creating top-quality, enameled cookware, and nearly 100 years of craftsmanship shine through with the signature skillet. From sautéing to searing, this relatively shallow skillet is more than capable of tackling everyday stovetop duties with ease. Nearly a whole pound lighter than other comparably sized skillets we tested, this pan is well balanced and offers dual handles just in case you completely top out its 1.75 quart capacity. But what really leads this skillet to stand out from the competition is the enamel finish. The exterior sports a beautiful porcelain enamel, and the interior surface is finished with a black satin enamel that does not require the same level of care and seasoning as raw cast iron. This translates to quicker cleanup times, and the enamel finish also provides an exceptionally even cooking surface. Though the standard deviation of temperature across the cooking surface is remarkably low, this relatively thin pan is not great at low temperature cooking. In our temperature control test, it measured 37 degf above the ideal temperature on a low heat setting of 250 degf. If you are going to be sweating mushrooms instead of searing steaks, we suggest keeping a close watch on this pan. This results from the special conduction ability of enameled cast iron and the fact that this skillet is particularly shallow. While this may present issues for those who want a versatile and easy-to-use pan, the price point of the Le Creuset Signature Skillet suggests that it is by no means an entry-level cast iron. This beauty is ideal for experienced chefs and those well accustomed to heirloom quality cast iron. 3. The number 3 position is held by Victoria Mini 6.5 Skillet. Benefit is somewhat limited by its compressed size. The Victoria Mini 6.5 Skillet is the most impressive cast iron skillet we tested. As soon as we pulled this skillet out of the package, we could tell just by the quality of craft that it was going to cook well. It's very thoughtfully designed. A longer arch handle provides more agility when flipping eggs. The deep concavity of the pour spouts allows you to spoon brown butter with accuracy, and its lightweight build makes it easy to wield for even the youngest chef. The most remarkable characteristic of this pan, though, is how well it's seasoned. After sautéing a few small dishes, we were able to bake cornbread without a flake sticking to the pan. Even in our fried egg test, this was the only pan to truly claim a non-stick surface without oil. We have very few negative comments for this incredible little skillet. Placed side by side with other pans, it is quite small. We had a tough time even browning a single sausage. It also does not seem to perform as well at high temperatures. Searing steak was the only time we really had food stick to this pan. While they may not be a household name, the smaller scale Colombian Forge produces a large line of cast iron products, including high-quality cast iron skillets up to 12 in diameter. 4. Next at number 4, we have Lodge Combo Cooker. If you are going to buy one new cast iron to start your collection, then the Lodge 10.25 Combo Cooker should be it. It's really pretty unfair to rank this against the others in terms of versatility. This 3-in-1 set actually includes both a deep 4.6 deep skillet and a 2 shallow skillet. The shallow skillet has a specially designed lip so that it nests on top of the deep skillet, and voila, you have a Dutch oven. This was the first cast iron our lead tester purchased for himself, and it has seen daily use for the past 5 years. The deeper side is perfect for sauces or chili. The shallow side is a go-to for pan frying and sauteing, and the Dutch oven works great for baking bread or slow cooking roast in the oven. Reflected in the craft of these pans is the high-quality cast Lodge is known for. However, we noted that both sides of the skillet fall behind many others in terms of cooking evenness. These pans come pre-seasoned with a pebble finish that will take some time and effort to properly season. But with thoughtful care and maintenance, it is very likely that their cooking performance will only get better over time. The price certainly reflects the fact that it is really more of a set than a single skillet. But considering you gain the flexibility of owning a deep skillet, a shallow fry pan, and a bonus Dutch oven, why not splurge? 5. The number 5 position is held by Lodge Dual Handle 12. The Lodge Dual Handle 12 is a larger surface skillet that offers unsurpassed versatility in both cooking and baking. We love this skillet for cooking up generous one-pot dishes like stir-fry and warm couscous salads. Don't be off-put thinking that a large pan might be unwieldy. Thanks to its dual handles, this skillet is easy to grip coming out of the oven. Compared to other Lodge pans, this skillet is cast with a thinner base, so it feels significantly lighter than its size might suggest. From pizza to apple pie, cinnamon rolls to tarts, this skillet will become a go-to for baking. Again, the dual handles make it much easier to lift in and out of the oven, and a quality finish means that the pan quickly begins to accept excess oil and butter as seasoning. This skillet performed poorly in our cooking evenness and temperature control tests, likely due to its relatively thin bottom and large surface area. However, the only time we really noticed any remarkable difference was when simmering sauces. The pan's center is significantly hotter than the sides. While this pan does not specifically include a lid, which would come in very handy with some baked goods, it is universally compatible with any Lodge 12 top. For large family meals that you want to transfer directly from the stovetop to the table, this is our choice to double as a skillet and serving dish. 6. The number 6 position is dominated by Greater Goods 10. We were totally blown out of the water by the Greater Goods 10. We have loads of praise to pile on this cast iron skillet. For starters, it's the only product we tested with a machine-milled, burnished cook surface. This old-time craft finish is often reserved for cast iron pans that cost 3 times the prices. Though it's still necessary to season the skillet properly by cooking with butter or oil, its smooth finish is remarkably non-stick compared to the competition. The Greater Goods 10 was clearly designed with balance and ergonomics in mind. It has a long, extruded handle that offers a comfortable grip, and it also doubles as a utensil holder. Though there are many positives to this pan, it's not without its flaws. The steeper sidewalls means it cooks more like a classic saute pan rather than a skillet. Skillets generally have rounder sidewalls. The milling process results in a bottom that is quite thin compared to other similarly sized pans. This presents an interesting dichotomy as related to cooking evenness. The skillet exhibits nearly uniform temperatures across its cook surface, but its lightweight construction results in poor heat retention. This type of fine temperature control will appeal to those who are on top of managing burners, but will likely prove annoying to some of us with less cooking experience. 7. Moving on to the next at number 7 with Bruntmor Enameled Cast Iron with Lid. The Bruntmor Enameled Cast Iron with Lid presents an interesting entry-level option for those looking to see what enameled cast iron pans are all about without spending an entire paycheck on that investment. Savvy cast iron enthusiasts will immediately recognize that Bruntmor draws heavily on French icon Staub and Le Creuset for the design of this pan, from shape to colorway to aesthetic. The enamel-coated cast iron core offers impressive temperature control and consistency across the cooking surface, making it ideal for low and slow cooking. This point is further supported by the fact that the steep 4.5 quart crock comes with a lid, making it versatile for both braising and baking. We fully appreciate its 2 extended handles, because at 14 pounds with the lid, the skillet is heavy. While this deep skillet is improved by an enamel finish, do not expect to find the same quality as the quintessential cast irons it draws inspiration from. The interior enamel finish is too rough not to be seasoned and expect a non-stick finish, but not porous enough, like raw cast iron, to actually accept seasoning. And our concerns over durability were raised immediately after we took this pan from its packaging, which included an insert reminding us that cracking or chipping is okay, since there is just plain cast iron under the enamel. If we are going to spend this type of money on an enameled cast iron pan, we certainly don't expect it to chip or crack. That is not okay with us. Indeed, the enamel finish on the inside of the lid began to crack within just a few uses, which is consistent with other users' experiences. So while the Bruntmor Enameled Cast iron presents a price point option for an enamel pan, we worry that it will not offer long-term value. 8. The number 8 position is held by Lodge 5-quart deep skillet. For low and slow cooking, we can't get enough of the Lodge 5-quart deep skillet. Not a far cry from the deep skillet portion of Lodge's combo cooker, just with a larger footprint, 12 in volume. This pan is perfect for sizable roast and huge pots of chili. What sets this classically styled skillet apart from the pack is simply that it includes a lid. It is important for those with a budding cast iron collection to note that this lid is universally adaptable to all Lodge 12 skillets. The ability to cover this pan makes it a great option as a deep fryer, a bread oven, and a campfire pit cooker. A deeper skillet is more useful when it comes to simmering sauces, as the high side walls create a more humid microclimate that helps keep your sauces from drying out. Thank goodness for the dual handles, because this pan is heavy. At nearly 12 pounds, this is the second heaviest skillet in this review behind the combo cooker. Even with the extra handle, it is sometimes difficult to pull this hulking cast iron in and out of the oven. It takes quite a long time to heat up, and unfortunately, it does not score that highly in terms of cooking evenness. This skillet is better suited to slow cooking brisket in the oven than it is to searing steak on the stovetop. But considering the quality of food this skillet is capable of producing, it is likely that this covered option will quietly earn its place as one of your heirloom pans. 9. Next at number 9, we have Backcountry 12. The Backcountry 12 has a classic design that will feel very familiar to cast iron aficionados. We think it is a great addition to any collection as a pit cooking specialist. A very heavy cast increases heat retention, and deep side walls offer protection from coals and ash. All of this adds up to a great option for shallow frying camp favorites like bacon and eggs over an open pit fire. Despite our initial issues with its very rough finish, this pan ultimately won us over by seasoning very well. In our fried egg test, it was one of the few lower quality pans that didn't result in a sticky mess, reinforcing its bargain as a specialized camp cooker. Although this cast iron skillet impresses with ease of cleaning, it falls short in terms of ease of use. There are, without a doubt, some sacrifices in quality for a price point pan. This is easily the heaviest skillet in our review, and paradoxically is fitted with a seriously small handle. This pan is unfortunately balanced, to the point where it is really difficult to lift with only one hand. Even though it is almost too big for a single burner, this skillet is undoubtedly a great option for cooking large meals, thanks in part to impressively consistent surface temperatures. 10. Finally, the number 10 position is dominated by Lodge 10.5 square grill pan. A specific kind of cast iron skillet, the Lodge 10.5 square grill pan specializes in one thing: indoor grilling. This pan exhibits the craft of Lodge's established quality. For example, the grill ribs are actually part of the cast rather than an extruded finish. The pan is fairly heavy but is nicely balanced thanks to an arch handle. This design point gets your hand up and out of the way of the burners so that you can sear from a safe distance. This skillet achieved some of the highest marks for cooking evenness, with impressively consistent temperatures across the cooked surface. This bodes well for nailing the temperature of your steak. Alternatively, the grill ribs are great for holding and evenly cooking sausages. The greatest downfall of this skillet is that it is pretty much a single-purpose type of pan. Cooking performance and ease of use are curtailed by a skillet that cannot fry an egg or even uniformly cook bacon. Even though the square grill pan begins to develop a seasoning layer fairly quickly thanks to the grooves catching and absorbing oils and fats, this pan can be a pain to satisfactorily clean. But if you are a fan of collecting obscure cast iron and cannot think of spending a whole winter without a grilled meal, this pan will help fill that void. That's all for today. All the product links in the description down below. We upload videos every single day, so don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell button for the upcoming video notification.